Again? Okay. Wonder who it could be. Who would have known? It's Gumi again with voice cracks and special. Huh. You know what? I don't think we ever used that before. That should be interesting. Hey there guys, my name is Blake, also known as The Nerd, and welcome back to another episode of Hatsune Miku Project Mirai DX. Wow, I apologize for that. I yelled a lot at Smash Brothers, so that's why my voice is kind of like this, but hopefully it should be fixed within the next episode, or episodes afterwards, depending on how well I'm feeling. I just decided to record this right off the bat, so... I guess Miku's hungry. I forgot to feed her. I might as well do it now while I'm talking about some things we did in the last episode. Last episode, we did a couple songs, one of them being Yume? Was it? Nah, I gotta go back and check again. No, it's not Finder. Yeah, it was Yume and Dorme Rifa Rondo, which is nice. We also did discover a few of our options here, including just the piano and the alarm. It was mostly those two. Now, again, I'm going to be feeding her and whatnot because I actually do want to talk about a couple things we also did as well. Primarily the decorations. I don't know if you can see it or whatnot again. I'm going to have to do this, but you might notice that little item right there. That is actually the New Year's Pine, which is something you can get between January 1st to the 14th. So if you are playing this, between those ages, or between those dates, you're golden. Otherwise, you can actually adjust the dates if you're looking for specific items, because unlike in Animal Crossing or Pokemon, this game doesn't actually punish you if you adjust the date, or the time for the game. It'll just act like it's that day. Kind of weird that out of all the games, this doesn't actually do it. You'd think it'd punish you or something like that, but it doesn't. Which I guess is a good thing in case you want that Christmas tree in late July. Somehow I just remembered that specific thing when I couldn't mention it when we did the remodeling. But turns out you can, because I've been resetting a lot of the dates so that I can show other stuff. But in terms of the New Year's Pine and the Temple Bell as well. Oh, really? I only have roulette sushi? Alright, well, there you go, Miku. Hopefully I don't get distracted. But the Temple Bell and New Year's Pine have significance in terms of New Year's. On New Year's Eve, the Temple Bell in Japan is rung to ward out evil spirits, evil doings, and pretty much anything evil. On New Year's Day, the New Year Pine is displayed on doors to welcome pretty much spirits. I know, that's kind of weird, especially compared to our tradition of, again? Okay. Alright, well, I wasn't expecting that, like, twice in a row. Also, what did you spend? Oh, 800 on food and drink. Okay, well, that's fine. But on top of that holiday, there's also another holiday I also want to bring up. And that holiday isn't nationally known unless it is your month or your day of celebrating it. And it's only yours. And that is your birthday. I don't know why I made that sound much more complicated than it really needed to be. But on your birthday, you get a special cake on the top screen you'll see right now, and on the bottom screen, you get a little happy birthday message. The happy birthday message also has your username on the bottom screen. Now, like with every traditional cake that you get, you'll eventually will need to blow out the candle. But what happens when you blow out that candle?
Happy birthday!
Miku will appear, or any Vocaloid he chose, will say happy birthday to you. So that's kind of interesting. Doesn't seem like in the Project Diva games. I think with the exception of X, because that's removed. In Diva X, I'm not all too sure about that, but I'm pretty sure it's removed in X. Correct me if I'm wrong and whatnot, but it's still a nice little detail. And interesting trivia about the birthday. Actually, two of them, I believe. First one is the higher your friendship with the Vocaloid is, the bigger your cake will be. I would know this because I actually have video evidence of my personal playthrough of Mirai DX, which I've done beforehand, and already you're full? Wow. and the cake will be bigger as friendship progresses. I didn't talk about friendship much because, again, we'll be discussing that at a later point throughout the series, so it is what it is right now. It's just a little preview of friendship, but again, the cake can be big. And also, if you have all the Vocalites, you will blow out the cake 6 times. 6 individual cakes, 6 individual Vocalites, 6 individual blowouts, so hopefully you got strong lungs for that. I think it's actually, in my opinion, the best example of birthdays on a game, because in Pokemon games, you get a birthday exclusive music in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, X and Y, and I believe Sun and Moon, which is kind of cool. I thought for a second my game froze. I'm like, no, don't do that. And in Animal Crossing, you had a few friends, feel like select friends, and your best friend in that will actually take you to their house and celebrate. Something like that. Are you serious? What? You can't sit on a freaking... Miku sometimes will never understand. Will never understand. But yeah, I do think, once again, that this birthday thing is done just as well as... I will say Animal Crossing, because even though it's nice to have a certain song playing in the Pokemon Center, that's all you really get. And with Animal Crossing, it's friends. Who doesn't like friends? But with that being said, I think we're done talking about holidays for a while. I know we've all been through the holidays, especially with Christmas and New Year's just wrapping up. It was around the corner, and now it's not. Birthdays, I know I've had it on the 2nd. So far, as I'm recording this has been my 2nd day of being 25, officially. Or 3rd. Guess the 2nd is my first one. Although I actually don't count the 2nd as my first day for some reason, I should do that because it makes a lot more sense to me and to the rest of the world that your birthday would be on the actual day of your birth instead of the day afterwards. So technically 3 days. I don't know why I'm rambling on so much about birthdays. But if you had a birthday, hopefully you had played it in Mirai DX. If not, hopefully you get a little taste of what you could have had on your birthday. But if it's your birthday and you're planning on picking up Project Mirai DX, hopefully that gives you a nice little taste of what you can expect on your birthday, which you can set up on your 3DS. The birthdays are based on what day you set your birthday on your 3DS. So just to make that clear. Now, with everything being said, I spent 8 minutes talking about it. I don't know why. Let's actually talk about what we're doing this episode. And that is, we're going to start off with not this. We're first Rainbow. I think I forgot to mention something about Yume Yume, though. I know. One last thing, I promise. But Yume Yume's PV in Future Tone is slightly different than in Mirai DX. The door scene that you saw in the previous episode is exclusive to Mirai DX, and they never carried it on to Future Tone for some reason, which is kind of dumb in my opinion. Like, that was like the best part of the video. Why did you remove that in exchange for more dancing in the same room? I don't know, I guess it didn't want to spend a little bit of money, but still, that would have been cool to see them like full HD with the full Miku modules that weren't Androids. Not that Androids aren't cute, they still are, but just saying. Anyways, now let's start with the first Rainbow, and I believe... What? Wait, I thought you could change Vocaloids. I know you can do that here. And I know you can do that. Is it later on? Hold on, that doesn't seem right. Yeah. In here, you can change it. I really have to play it first, huh? Right. Well, forgot about that. So, I guess we're starting with Miku and Rin in reverse Rainbow, so that should be interesting. But we did get an item from Gumi, and that is Special. I've never used Special before, but I know it's a huge amount of MP, so we might as well use it for this one. And of course, I also do want to spend some play coins, because, to be honest, even though I did say we were going to use as much of these as possible, I failed to do a pretty good job at showing that off. So, let's go ahead and use the Special. And by the way, the free ones you get you can only use it once, and of course, once again, because it doesn't punish you for changing your dates, you can set it to as many Fridays as you like, depending on the year, so that you can get more of these. But luckily, this one's special, so it's actually saved us those 10 coins, so I can use it for something else, in case I want to show something off. Probably not gonna show off role model, because you kind of get the point with me playing the game. You kind of know what to do. So let's take a look at special as we play this on button mode. First, nostalgic yet fresh digital pop song. Not only popular in Japan, this catchy tune has garnered attention worldwide. Really, then how come I don't actually hear it a lot often? I really don't. But enough delaying, enough of the diddly-daddlies and whatnots. Let's go ahead and play the song. And yes, I still have the ESP on. So, I'm wondering how many MP you actually get. Since you're seeing the single screen, you probably won't be able to see all that much. So far, I've only gotten one fine. I was about to say, make that 2. But no, that was, cool. Okay, there we go. Make that 2 now. That was quick. I wasn't expecting that to show up that early. I was thinking maybe it might show up a little bit later. Also, that was cute. Would've been cute if it was Luca. Just saying. I think we're up to like, what, 7 fines so far? Not some counting fines? Oh, and... oh, that's fine. My goal is S+ anyways. That was an accidental button push because I pushed Y instead of A when I was on A for some reason. Do I need to explain why I make mistakes I made? Yes, because otherwise, how would you know otherwise? Okay, that one can be kind of tricky if you're first playing something normal. But luckily, I think I've played this on normal. Also, that was a QR, and then it made a loop. I think that's all the SP. No, yeah, I don't think I missed one. But with the big SP bonus, you might have seen a different rainbow and the thing popping up saying big bonus, big bonus ahead or something like that. I don't actually remember what it said, but that's a significant sign that there is something big up ahead and you probably don't want to miss it. Of course, if you miss it, you definitely miss the combo as well, and or a rainbow line. Should you actually miss, not rainbow line, but yellow line, should you miss it. But by hitting that, we were able to get double the points, or not double the points. I think specifically it's 3,000 if I remember correctly. Don't even remember what I said during that previous episode where I mentioned all of the in-game items you can use for rhythm stuff. Yeah, I don't exactly remember, but sadly I missed 2 of them, but that doesn't matter. My goal is, as long as I get S plus anyway, so I think I'm fine, and very luckily also came with a SP. I appreciate that. Very much appreciate that. Now, since I'm also recording this on the days of, like, the New Year Pine, I wonder if I get an S plus, it changes the music. Let me check really quickly, because I'm not sure. It might. Oh, it does! I think I somehow remember this song. This kind of sounds familiar. I don't know why it does, but this is definitely an interesting one. I'm gonna say this probably might be my second favorite one. First one, obviously, Ode to Joy. Wow, the treadmill's just there, and I'm sorry, Miku, we'll move on to the next one, but you guys are hearing a lot of music now, which is great. But anyways, we need to move on to our next song over here, because as of course, we need to do 2 songs per. Get it? 2 songs per. That was a perfect pun. Did I catch your attention with that? I'm sorry, but I had to do it at one point. But our next song here is Konneko PAYAPAYA, which in English it's just PAYAPAYA's kitten. Yeah, not much of a difference there. There's your trivia for the day. In case you're looking for trivia, it's just that. It's actually easy Japanese, like properties and whatnot. For example, Breku no tree. That means my tree. Blake the Nerd, the one that teaches you Japanese. We're playing a game with Japanese songs. Kinda makes sense. I can also stick the button mode, but Miku and Maiko co-star in this vid about naughty kittens' daily antics. It's like something out of a kid's show. What kids? This is rated everyone 10 and up. Unless you live in Europe, in which case it's rated PEGI 3, because, yeah, some suggestive lyrics, not meant for kids, totally meant for kids. Why is it rated PEGI 3 in Europe? And they say the ESRB is bad sometimes, but really, Peggy? Really? Okay, maybe kids that are 10 years older. I can imagine some of you got this game maybe when you were like 7 or 6 or something like that. And you're probably going to be defending me like, hey, I got this game when I was this age. What the heck are you talking about? And to that, I apologize. But this is interesting. I can kind of see this being like a one-time Miku song, I'm not gonna lie. But enough talk. Let's move on and play the song. And hopefully we get a perfect... I'll stop. Well, honestly, stop. Probably not, but for this episode, I'll try to stop. Doesn't mean I won't stop in future episodes. Just a fair warning. I'm getting so distracted by the... I called it. I got so distracted by them that... it tells me that's okay. And there goes the thing. Oh my gosh. I did so well last episode. What happened? Probably I wasn't talking all this much. That's probably why. Did I think of that? No. I blame the pun that I made for that. I blame the pun that I made earlier about it being perfect for that. Cause that wasn't perfect. Unless you count it as a perfect disaster. I don't deserve no applause for that one. I deserve an S. I deserve an S for that. That was just, look at how much I miss 6. I mean, I should be upset by it because this is just a Let's Play, so eventually I will have to fix it if for some reason this gets mentioned later on in Minute 39 series my channel. Don't know what I'll do about it yet, but definitely an interesting song, I will say. It's a unique addition. I don't think I've added anything like that, but I would say it's something that really hits home on, unlike Reverse Rainbow. Speaking of, I forgot to mention this when we played Reverse Rainbow, but I don't think this is in Future Tone. Reverse Rainbow, at least. If it is in Future Tone, great. If it's not, why? It's such an iconic song. It's popular. At least some of the vocal fan knows about it. They got aspects to use from Mirai to, use 3D models. If it's not there, why? I think it'd be perfect. Unless they're saving it for some other Miku game in the near future. I don't know, really, but I feel like, again, if it's not there, it's kind of a missed opportunity. But Konneko no PAYAPAYA, it's hit or miss in terms of whether it could be on Future Tone or whatnot. I personally wouldn't see it in Future Tone. Probably would be Mirai DX exclusive, in my opinion, or at least if they remake it in HD, that could be the case as well on Nintendo Switch, but yeah, but still, it's definitely an interesting song for sure, I will say that much. Aw, you appreciate my S anyways. But speaking of interesting, interestingly enough, we're almost done with the bottom part of the screen. However, we've got some new things. Oh, our outfits are available. New songs been added. I got another rhythm game item, so that's always nice. But so far, we've covered almost everything on the menu. And last time, we just took care of the alarm clock and the piano. So, what's left? Well, aside from this one, which I think needs its own coverage and its own separate episode, nothing really much left to do except for photos and options and stamps, the final three. And of course, I also will mention profiles once we get to that point, so technically we're almost done. It's just I'm leaving these two for separate episodes in the near future. I have them all planned out. So real quickly, I want to bring Miku over here once again. Not because I'm gonna feed her or anything like that, but because for some reason I just want her to get in pose. Cute. There we go. So why did I save this picture? Rather, why did I take the picture and then save the picture? Well, heading back to the options section or this part of the bottom screen, if we go to photos, we can take a look at all the photos we've taken here in Mirai DX, which have only been 2 so far. Of Miku being full and this. That is too good. Now, this is your typical photo display on your 3DS. Like, every typical 3DS game you have has this. Now, you can only view photos that you've taken here in Mirai DX. This does not mean you can have this as a tool to view Animal Crossing games, or Animal Crossing photos, or Smash photos in Mirai DX, and vice versa. You can't take a look at Mirai DX photos in Smash Brothers, etc. This is only exclusively Mirai DX, and all you can really do is just view them from a full screen perspective, and I'll also show you the history of when you took this photo. You can also arrange it to, you can delete the photo with X, which I'm not going to do. You can return the album, and you can return back to the room. But that's pretty much all you can do, and of course, if you, I was about to say, if you can somehow hack Smash photos in there, good luck, because I don't think it's going to implement very well. Now, you also might notice, I'm going to head back to the news, you might have noticed these stamps. We've been getting a lot of these for quite a while now. These are green icons. Finally, I can talk about stamps, which is another small option you could do in here. But stamps act like your achievements throughout playing the game. If you remember Kirby Air Ride and the system that they used in the game, you have this checklist where some of the achievements you can get you power-ups and some rewards. Like, not power-ups, but like vehicles, characters, tracks, music, etc. Then there was a good majority of them that didn't really have any rewards, but was just there for you to complete the game, 100%. Well, these stamps act as those little check marks, the green check marks, I believe, in Kirby Air Ride, where you don't get any rewards at all for doing that, but rather, it is necessary if you want to 100% complete the game. And oh boy, there is a lot of these. You have some for your room, you have these for miscellaneous. Actually, only 5 for miscellaneous. You have stuff for your room, 45 in total. Mirai Theater, the Mirai Mall, Mirai Estates, AR, Dance, Profiles, and this minigame I'll talk about later on. You have a long way to go, and there's 115 stamps. Have fun if you're playing 100% of this game, because this could lead you to hours upon hours if you're just willing to 100% complete the game. Hey, and speaking of 100% completing the game, how about we head over now to the options? The final thing I want to... Wait, really? I was about to go over to the options, and then something happened. Let me guess. It's Gumi telling us about stamps. Oh, I like your outfit. It's nice. Hey, have you been collecting stamps? By collecting stamps, you can unlock new titles for your profile card. Just thought you should know. Thanks, Gumi. Not like we've been through all that before. Well, I guess she's there for reviews, which, gosh, why? We don't need reviews on that. Anyways. Options. Finally. That took quite a while. We've seen a tiny bit of this, and by that I mean the bottom screen, and only the fact that you can see videos. We don't have all of them unlocked, as I mentioned before, but at points we will actually unlock all of them. Now, also on the bottom screen, you can change your Mirai username. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it as, but it's nice to know you can change it, and you can change it as many times as you like. So let's say you're not comfortable with the username you have right now, but you want to change it to something else. You have the option to do so, and as many times as you like. Now, the big thing. Top screen. It'll tell you how much time you spent in Mirai Town, which is what they call the whole thing. Yet they can't decide between calling the room you're in either a room or a house. What is up with that? Okay. And it'll also show you how much MP you've spent. We've spent a lot of these getting decorations and whatnot. But you'll also see on the bottom of those achievements, in the little chalkboard thing, your completion percentage in 4 categories. 2 of them on tap mode and 2 of them on button mode. Basically, how many songs you completed on button mode and tap mode, and how many songs you've completed that have all the SPs in them. Once again, necessary if you want to complete this game 100%, which you probably already know this, but I'm not going to go for, considering the fact that that's honestly a lot of hard work and so many hours put in when I already do that with so many other things like Smash Brothers and trying to work out and basically having a life, which I kind of have. That sounded so depressing. Holy crap. I swear I have a life. It's just somewhere out there. But that's all I really wanted to show you, was just those little things right there. So, for the most part, we've done everything here on the bottom screen menu, the main menu. So that means next time, I don't think we'll be showing it off on the bottom screen here. Or, we won't be on this bottom screen, though I might be at the same time. We'll really see about that. But join me next time, in which we take care of another new song. Maybe that song will be the key to success. There's your hint towards the next episode. In the form of a pun, I know. It's typical me. And other Let's Players that use puns. But speaking of other... No, not speaking of other Let's Players. Speaking of Let's Play, if there's any episodes you missed, whether from the past or from the future, take a look at that nice pine. Whoa, the camera adjusted itself there. It's rocking back and forth. Check out the playlist down in the description below, the eye in the top right corner, or the upcoming end slate for episodes you might have missed once again. Or want to see again. With all that being said, my name is Blake, also known as The Nerd, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. So, until we meet again, do remember to take care. Oh, and ring the bell!